Stephanie Meyer is a good writer. She's good. And now I got distracted by reading the back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about books. Yes, I had read the little manuscript that got leaked. I apologize. The little manuscript that got leaked, I had read it and I was very excited. I was very heartbroken when it was taken away from us, but things have come full circle. Thank God. What do I want now? I want all the books from Edward's point of view because he's better at narrating than Bella. And you get to learn a lot more from him than you did from Bella. I even learned more about Bella in this book than I think in those 4 books. Like, did you know Bella's favorite movie was Beauty and the Beast? Imagine Breaking Dawn, the second part, when all the vampires come and Edward can read all those vampires' thoughts. We could learn so much more than with Bella. I'm not a Bella hater, but I feel like he's cooler. Oh, in the book, the ugly cover is explained, and it's because Edward keeps comparing Bella to I don't know how to say her name. First funny. He keeps comparing her to like the underworld, and that she eats the pomegranate every time that he like gets closer to her. So that's why we have the ugly thing. I mean, nobody can argue that the Twilight covers are pretty. I don't know, the apple has grown on me. There was so much Colin backstory. Like, I did not know Esme knew Carlisle before he turned her into a vampire. That was a surprise for me. I don't know if it was public knowledge. I did not know. I thought I knew everything about Twilight. Maybe not. Alice and Jasper, I thought they had met right away, and it turns out they had to wait 20 years to meet, even though Alice already knew everything that was gonna happen. Oh my god, Alice's visions, we got so much insight into them. And one of my favorite parts was when they were driving Bella to the hospital and she was like doing everything, and then she would go back and she was like, oh, Jasper, give me your watch, and then she was like, I meant your hoodie, and she saw everything that would happen. I thought that was really cool. I still don't want to see the future. I'd rather read minds, but it was nice. It was interesting. Also seeing Esme and Edward at the piano, and their relationship is so sweet. Alice's relationship with Edward was really cute too, to get like a deeper, because you always get Bella and Alice's relationship, but you don't see too much about Edward and Alice. And one person who from the Cullen clan who unfortunately went down in my eyes was Rosalie. Rosalie's character was never my favorite character. Like, she wasn't, but this book really like pushed her a little bit. She was just so rude. Like, I mean, if you love him as a brother, I know it's crazy that he fell in love with a human, and I know there's rules, and I know it's not the perfect love story, but your brother and sister. In my eyes, brothers and sisters always support each other, always help each other out. It's like their little getting, like, when she rescued Emmett and they went outside and talked, and they like became brother and sister for the first time, even though they had been living together for a while, but they hadn't found that ground to connect, and that they did, and I thought that was cute. But then she went and behaved like all the time, and I was like, no, that's wrong-ish. Another character we got a lot of insight on was Renee. Renee was really cool to hear about how her mind works and how she like pushes her thoughts out. She doesn't have the same power as Jasper, that he controls your emotions. She like she like makes you feel for her with her thoughts. Like Bella's probably unaffected by this. If like Renee turned into a vampire, Bella would probably not be affected by Renee's power, but everybody else would maybe like hear her thoughts or be like persuaded by her thoughts. I don't know how powerful it would be if she turned into a vampire, but it was cool to see such like a complete new perspective on Renee, who I always thought of like crazy and like kind of like distracted and ditzy. And we get little character details that you never thought you needed, but then you read them and you're like, wow. Like Laurent, when he first met Rosalie, he got a crush on her. He was like, oh, I wonder if she has a mate. I was like, oh. And then Coach Clapp was on a diet, which is why he let them leave early. He was like, oh, I'm gonna get something greasy now, but tomorrow I'll start again. Story of everyone's life. So that was good. I never thought I needed to know that Coach Clapp was on a diet, but I liked it. Made me relate to him. I think he's the most relatable character in Twilight now. So obviously I have to have my little rant. I wrote it down again. I just put rant and then I rant. I will never understand why they didn't just pick Bella up and take her away. Like, what if James came after them? They could have killed him like this, just like they killed him in the studio. If the other one came, dead. The redhead, dead. And guess what? None of this would have happened. We could have jumped from this to this, but there would have been no need for this. Freaking Hey New Moon. Actually, when I reread them recently, I realized that New Moon is not as bad as I had played it in my head. I just don't like Jacob, but it's not that bad actually. And it really surprised me. I think my least favorite is Eclipse. And those are all my thoughts on Midnight Sun. I give this little book, or big book, a 5 out of 5. Especially if you're a twihard, you will love this. This was really good. It brings me back. It brought memories. I felt 13 again. If you've read it, comment down below and let's discuss. Share your favorite details, what you thought, and what surprised you the most. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more content coming soon.